Hi everyone, this is Shelton.
I'm Dennis.
I'm Brian.
I'm Ryan.
Danny.
And we're Team Klockwerks. And so the fun part of our job is that we get to do makeovers. Sometimes it's Transformation Tuesdays. Sometimes we post them on Fridays. Maybe we start on a Tuesday. Today we're starting this one on a Wednesday. Who knows how it works, right? But the beauty of it is there's always something different going on here. And people are like, what are you making? What are you building that's cool? And 9 times out of 10, it's based on an R&D item, okay? We've already done Vicla fenders in steel. You guys have made them wildly popular. Here is a front fender, okay, for a Vicla. This is called the Benchmark Fender. And the steel's so good, this 14 gauge, that it just sucked the microphone tab right off my thing. Once again, didn't I do this on the CVO?
You did.
Look at this. Mexican jumping magnets. Here, throw it, Ryan, your turn. If you get it to stick, you win. Free ice cream, yes, winner! Anyway, let me put my mic back on. You hold this heavy fender. 14 gauge steel, they're E-coated. And when we started making parts, everybody goes, what are you gonna do with that? And I said, well, this will be the benchmark by which any other fender is judged. So that's the name, the Benchmark Fender. This fender was the first fender we ever made. Front fender for a bagger. We now use it on Softails, everything. This particular one is a 21 inch. We're gonna replace these nasty looking rivets on here and get rid of this whole, I don't know, looks like a boat trailer fender, whatever this thing is. Anyway, we're gonna put this on. It'll be much more skirted, much more beautiful. And then the real trick is, for this whole transformation, is I wanna talk a little bit about this, okay? In the past, we would have this, and Danny, you've been working out, you can have all the muscles here. You hold this bad boy up there. We had this fender, and it was 4-inch stretched, okay? Well, that means that's how far our tool can go. And so what we're trying to do here is give you an additional 5 inches right here. So you can see the seam line. You can come up, zoom in on this. You can see it's a little bit rough, okay? But you gotta remember that someone hand welded this and then ground it down, and we E-coated it, okay? That's total 9 inches in length. So whether you are capable of welding this at home or not, the beauty of it is it already comes to you out of the box, done. Your painter's gonna be stoked because the rest of this fender is 14 gauge, super easy to work with. And what happens is when you're doing this and the thing's shaking down there, if it's a composite fender, chances are it's gonna break, not with this one. You can see how nicely the weld is here, right? Some people say maybe we should have just left welded and not even tried to grind it or clean it up or anything. So when you get it, I did it again. Look at that. Okay, your turn. Free ice cream if you can get it to stick. Yeah, winner! Thanks, DJI. These magnets are amazing. Insert product placement here. So bottom line is, Danny and Ryan here are gonna make this bike over. This is a 2005 15th anniversary Fat Boy. Check it out, it says 15 years right there. We're gonna try to take some fishing line and get these off this tank. If you haven't done that, you take a heat gun, take some fishing line, work it behind there. You can take it off and then you can put the 3M adhesive back on there, all while you're trying to put your mic back together one more time. We've already had the motor apart just to double check it because we bought this bike, I think we paid maybe $4,500 for it or something. So we wanted to check it out. We love the fact that it had the blonde motor in it, and that was the 15th anniversary, okay? So it'll be pretty cool to see what we do with the paint, but this will be the next Project Vicla. We're gonna add our benchmark front and that new wicked long 9-inch rear. Right now, the bike's sad. I don't know how else to say it. The pulley's all crusty. The guy left it outside in the South Dakota winters, and it is what it is. I mean, the first part you can probably take off is that grip right there in your hand. I saw you leaning on it. It's loose as a goose. So yeah, so there's that. That's done. No more Kiriakin ISO grips with the super duper throttle palm thing. Oh yeah, they don't exist anymore, so that's out, gone. But we look to see your comments below, right? Color should this thing be? What should it look like, okay? This is the first installment. Watch as they put our 19-inch clip hanger handlebars on, which really truly don't even exist. This is a part we only have on our personal bikes. So it gives you a little bit of kickback, but it's 19 inches in length. And the beauty of it is the clip hanger side of it is that now you can adjust this. You have 5 inches of twist on this thing, okay? You hide all the wires. I think I debuted this bar in 2013 at the Long Beach Motorcycle Show on a Victory, of all things, with Victory motorcycles. So here you go.
What about the pumpkin spice?
Yeah, Pumpkin Spice has them. My Blue Vicla, Hinto, has them. And
I thought we did one more.
Dave's Cowboy Vicla. Okay, so there's 3 Viclas out there that have this 19-inch bar. So if you want to buy 19-inch bars, comment below, blow it up so we can convince my wife, who's the CFO, to write a check so we can sell them. Right? Simple as that.
I think we got one more part that's going on.
What did I forget?
Oh, yeah, here.
Oh, yeah.
2 more parts.
Okay. So this is a Klockwerks dash. We're going to put this in here. But then when you do that, okay, what it does is it makes the whole tank look longer just by stretching this back, okay? So now you give the look of a stretch tank without stretching the tank. So that means if you want a solo seat, a 2-up seat, you could swap it all the time without having a pocketed seat that has to be full-blown custom, okay?
So what happens to my ignition?
I thought you were going to show that. Come on, Vanna.
Ignition relocation.
Now, if you do it like this, Sheldon doesn't have to angle. He can't tell.
Yeah.
Are we crooked? Are we not crooked? Are we crooked? Are we not crooked?
So where you would
Okay,
traditionally
never
see
mind.
the
He's crooked.
where you traditionally see the horn, you will now see our ignition relocation.
And the beauty of that is you're just taking this wire from right here to right here. And so we're not asking you to put in a special key, nothing weird. You use your existing key, lock everything, and this just comes over here, and that goes right in that bracket that just moves this. Now what do you do with your horn? You make noises. You go beep, beep. That's it. Throw that horn in the trash. We don't really care. You can mount it under your bike. You can do whatever you want. If you need a horn, have a horn, but that's your problem. This is something else I want to talk about is this strut, okay? So Danny this is your side. You can hold that over there, but this part, I don't know if they still make this in drag, if they still have them or they don't have them. If they have them, you better run out there and buy one. These are super cheap, but the beauty of it is the studs are behind here, so now you got a smooth strut. So you get rid of all the weirdness in this whole part. We're replacing those Kyrgyz grips with some grips from our friends at PM. I love these. They have a Renthal grip. They're really nice feel. You can get them in a larger size, smaller size for your hands, but you can also always replace that Renthal rubber. So there you go. Have at it. Transform. Sad looking motorcycle. Look at this. This isn't even hooked up.
It's gonna be all right, girl. It's gonna be all right.
Did the regulator really just fall off?
Yeah.
No, I just tipped it off because I saw it wasn't bolted on. But man, how about this? She's gonna need some cleanup.
Shout out to Allstate, man. This thing's in good hands.
Or did you want to shout out to Progressive? It's progressively going to get better. The insurance battle's
I was
on.
gonna say they better start calling.
Who wants to sponsor our YouTube?
Exactly.
Sign up here. Progressive, Allstate. What else?
Which
Farmers.
company? Yeah.
Farmers.
Farmers Insurance.
So then this is Jake from State Farm?
She's got khakis.
You're a Geico
the
girl?
shoe fits.
Okay, so this is the Geico girl. We still need to find a Jake. Okay.
Do you got your khakis?
State Farm.
Well, she's a
I think
guy.
this guy's khakis over there.
What are you wearing?
Khakis.
Oh shit, he's got khakis on.
He is Jake from
I guess
State
I'm
Farm.
Jake.
Okay, so that's how far and how quickly we can go off track. So stay tuned. We'll be right back, and we're going to rip this thing apart.